If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, you can for $1 a month over on Patreon. Thank you. But anyway, on to the very, very big news. The big news we've been waiting over a year for.
I was going to say, has it been a year since it was technically announced?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's been announced. It was announced, I think... God damn, when was it announced?
I mean, it was announced for the Sonic Central thing, which, was it last year? I swear to God, I should have looked this up.
Yeah, it was. Last year was the 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Let me go to a wiki page, the Sonic Fandom wiki.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, I'll say this about this wiki is like, it knows its stuff. People actually put the effort in to make sure it knows the right things. But yeah, basically the game. Oh yeah, that big, the big celebration game we want to sell out. We've not heard for ages. It's like, oh yeah, it's finally coming out now. That's finally after about a year absence.
Yes, nearly a year.
Wow.
May 27th last year.
Wow.
That's how long ago it was.
Wow.
And we didn't get it until, as of 4 days ago. On the 20th of April.
Yeah.
God damn it. So long.
I know. I mean, so anyway, long story short, basically, yeah, Sonic Origins, the big new collection that features Sonic 1, 2, 3, and K and CD, remastered with extras and whatever. It's coming out on 23rd of June, the day Sonic 1 came out for both America and the Europeans Day. And yeah, it's finally on its way now after a leak from, what was it? It was a Korean, it was like...
Let's see, it was a teaser.
It was something like, right, it was literally
it was a slight teaser in the April issue of the Licensed Global magazine, and it had a key art of Origins, which is just the cover of Sonic jumping through the ring with everyone else. Yeah. It's like top global gaming franchise, 1.3 billion games sold, the one video game movie of all time. Two of them actually, top 2 spots.
2 now. Yeah, they really did. Yeah.
AAA partnership programs, new content coming in this and next year. The generic stuff you get from licensing stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone jumped on this key art, including one from a Korean website showcased that and its logo, which I don't particularly like.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, he doesn't like a certain look of a comic. Now he's going to go on about the logo design. Mr. Wannabe graphic designer here.
What do you mean wannabe?
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Let's be fair, we all wish we could be like you, Dan. I mean, there's a lot of us who wish we could be like your level.
It's not just about the bad logo. I just don't get the use of green on the Origins part.
Yeah, the only thing, I mean, I get why it is. I mean, it's obviously to invoke the emerald color in the emerald itself. So I'm guessing because they've used, if you think about it, it's like when they did the 25th anniversary logo, they used silver. They've used yellow.
Yeah, but 25th anniversaries always use silver. It's a silver anniversary.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm just trying to think. I mean, literally, if you're using the color wheel, it's like, okay, what other color will match right with the Sonic typeface at least?
I don't know. It's just when you use a certain primary colors, which is always red, blue, yellow with white and black. It's always been like that. It's just green that seems completely out of nowhere. At least with Sonic Rider Zero Gravity, it makes sense because green is more sci-fi. This does not. I guess the emerald thing makes sense, but it just seems very out of place at the color choice.
I did notice something I just noticed before recording is in the ring that it's all on, it's that you've got 4 little stars on, signifying the 4 games you can play. Haha, how cute.
Oh yeah, sneaky bastards.
Yes, that's the same. That's what you do. If you're going to do something, put in little reference and gags in there if you can.
It's not as clever as the Sonic Mania logo on the ring on the title screen, where it actually had dots and arrows on it to simulate the Mega Drive controller.
Yeah, as you literally have the game start up. Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, that's more clever than this one.
Yeah, but either way,
people, we spent 3 minutes talking about the freaking logo. Yeah. Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog Origins, which wrong title, Sonic Origins, has the 4 games, technically 5, but so apparently Sonic 3 and Knuckles was remastered as a whole game rather than individual games. So that's just a weird choice, but whatever. Most people don't play Sonic 3 or Sonic. It's just Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
We've talked to this before. Sonic 3 has been in the sort of odd area, particularly with copyright, but we'll probably get into that bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to that bit later. But not about the copyright, just Sonic 3 in general. So what does Sonic Origins include? It includes the main games. Where is it?
It's basically it has 1, 2, 3, NK, and CD. Although, funny enough, in the trailer, it did put CD in front of 1 and after 2. So, interesting choice to do that.
Yeah, it comes in between, which does make sense. I mean, people are questioning the actual timeline now. And
yeah, I mean, here we go.
It makes sense. It's weird when you think about it, but at the same time, it makes sense. But yeah, I figured CD would come after 1 because it was Sonic 2 and CD were developed at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I think the story is basically CD was developed by Sonic Team of Japan, whereas Sonic 2 was developed by, the Sega Technical Institution, which is basically Sonic Team USA.
Yeah, they stopped like 2010 or later.
Yeah, but effectively there was like 2 versions of the Sonic Team. One of the States, one in Japan, and that was kind of how it was for a few years.
Yeah. Those are the games included. With that is the anniversary modes where everything's in widescreen. So Sonic 3 and Knuckles in widescreen officially, not Sonic 3 Air, which is a mod. If you can't wait to get this until June or want a more expanded version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, get Sonic 3 Air.
Yeah, that's been available.
But you need Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Steam to play
it. Yeah.
So you still have to pay for something, but it's still worth a mod. So with that, you get infinite lives. So also you collect coins to retry special stages, which is nice.
That seems to be the change up. That's the swap up. Instead of lives, you get these coins to collect that can unlock in a museum basically for the game.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if I like that. I mean, it's more convenient for those who actually.
It's a nice trade-off of like if you're gonna have unlimited lives, and this is like, okay, we're not gonna give you 3 lives and you're dead. Instead, we're gonna give you the opportunity to collect these coins that if you die a few times, then I'm guessing that's your reset basically to try and keep up.
Yeah, I'm kind of 50-50 on that. On the one hand, it's good to actually allow a retry if you can afford it. Kind of like the coins in Mario Odyssey or the money in BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like the old school. Basically, you fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, again, you can play either version, so
Yeah, which moves on to classic mode, basically just the original titles into 4x3, just the live system and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. One thing I did find out from Katie, who's the basically Sonic community manager person since Aaron left, she's put on Twitter saying that the versions of the games are going to be Sonic 1 and 2 are going to be the Taxman version, so the mobile port, and CD and apparently 3 has been developed by Headcanon, the people who worked on Mania, heading up the remaster of 3 and K.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're back because I found Headcanon was struggling to find leeway after Mania because they were working. Stealth was working on a game, but it didn't actually succeed. On the Kickstarter.
Oh, okay, right then.
So this will give them some more leeway.
Yeah, it is funny because again, it was a sort of a 3-way between Christian Whitehead, Headcanon, and Pagoda West Games. They were all 3. So, and I think they've gone on to do other things. But yeah, the fact Headcanon are involved is good. They got people, because that was the thing for a while. People were wondering. We didn't get any footage of 3 and K remastered. It was like, oh, is this troubled or not? But seems no, it's in the works. It's fine.
Yeah. So there's also a boss rush mode, which okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind a boss rush mode. Just don't make it a priority.
Yeah,
I didn't like that in like boss rush mode should be a fun thing to do, like a bragging right. Should not be like you have to do this for 100% completion.
Yeah, well, God, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. I just actually brings me up because one thing that's been shown, because there's been bits and pieces I think this was from like the Japanese showcase of the game. There are like mini challenges in the game. So again, if you want to unlock certain things, you have to do like say complete green hole without dying or
I was gonna get to that. I'm just going through the list here. There's a story. It's going to be a story mode, which I think is going to put you through all 4 games.
I mean, that could be like a challenge about just like get through all the games without dying at any point. Maybe that's like the big thing.
Well, that's for the tryhards anyway.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's what it would probably be.
Mirror mode, which would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Data ranking and all that. So people are just going to hack the freaking leaderboards again. They
Yeah,
always do. I
yeah.
did this in -6 seconds. What are you going to do about it?
Oh Lord.
Nothing. Let's going to watch you swing your microscopic e-piano around and laugh at you.
Oh dear.
Mission mode, like you said, where you get ranked on it. So hooray!
Oh yeah,
God damn it!
Yeah. Oh god. I didn't think the rank system would ever come into the classic games, but now it has. Oh god.
At least it's not mandatory for like, oh, congratulations, you got through the entire game. Here's a D.
Yeah, exactly. That whole thing. Christ.
Yeah, mission mode. Quote is an extra feature which players to kind of complete missions for acts for all 4 games. In and the player has to complete certain objectives to make use of the rank system to create a player's performance, with S being the highest. The feature lets players put their skills to the test, earn coins by completing said missions, with the rank determining the amount of coins earned. So you want the highest amount of coins, you have to get the highest rank.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
so again,
Sonic,
they have
like in example in the screenshot, Sonic 1, defeat 5 caterpillars and reach the goal.
Yeah.
So and it looks like, C, A, B, and S. C is blue. I'm just pointing it out because like the C is blue, the B is green, the A is red, and the S is rainbow. Kind of weird. I'm too used to S being either gold or crystal.
Yeah, well, again, nothing wrong with rainbow color. I'm just saying that.
And the museum, we unlock variety of collectible content.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing I want to talk about briefly is one of the things they definitely talked about in both the trailer and the press is animated content, which is interesting. So in the trailer, you see, I think if they're going to do a similar thing with Mania, which is an opening of all the games in an animated form as a funny intro. But apparently, and like you said, for story mode, there's like, presumably for the remasters, they're going to have like animated cutscenes in this, similar to say how Shantae, the Half Genie games have had that, particularly the last one, the last big release had that in their game.
Yeah.
And I've gone online, and obviously one of the things that's going on that is that the animation is done by something called Powerhouse Animation, which apparently one of the things they're known for, they did Masters of the Universe Revelations, the Netflix revival of He-Man. In fact, if you go on the Twitter page, you can find a lot of the bottle sheet of characters or whatever. In fact, on the bottom of the logo, they even named it Powerhouse Animation with a little grey skull thing on there. There's a little cheeky joke. That's good. And also, one thing some people have been pointing out has been wondering, is Tyson Hess involved? Which it's Sonic animated content. Of course, he's involved. Yeah, he's the director behind this, along with the same general people have been doing it. Which again, I know the art style is different. And we talked about this with Rise of the Wisp. That went for a very different art style for an animated short, and this is again going for a different look as well.
Yeah, especially when you compare it to Mini Adventures and Racing Overdrive.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely, you can see more Tyson's own art style. This is much more, I don't want to say it's, you can say it's in-house, the Sega look thing, but it still looks beautiful and expressionist as ever.
I like this style. Like,
exactly.
Like the Tyson Hess for Mini Adventures was very toey. And that's not really a phrase I would have said, but it's the toei animation that you see in CD and Sonic the Movie.
Exactly, the OVA film, the two-parter OVA film.
Overdrive had a very unique take. Like it was Tyson Hess' take on modern Sonic.
In a weird way, it's kind of the nearest, I would say. It's kind of like, you remember Sonic Battle, where it had that very kind of graphical style look to it? It's like, imagine that, but more, refined for animation, effectively.
I'm pretty sure you can actually make an animation based on the battle look.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying that, like, the cover art and the sort of the images you do. Yeah, I like to say that's the nearest equivalent to that look in animation.
Yeah, the animation has been like the new opening, and the animation has been added to games, and the CD cutscenes have been completely remastered.
Again. Yeah, again, because of course we did talk a few years ago, like, a lot of the original cells were unearthed, and people have been. I've actually a few nights ago I was looking through some people trying to remaster it through like A upscaling. This is the thing where they're literally taking the old footage and then using it to like interpolate the framing, the coloring, and all the stuff. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a system that's been going on for a bit.
I've read a report of someone trying to make a HD version of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, because that wasn't preserved to be HD. I mean, compared to Next Generation.
Yeah.
And it just took the first episode, this guy like nearly about a week to get the thing rendered.
I thought
in HD. And it's like, is it really worth it?
Well, Well, here's the thing. It's like, that's for one episode. What are you going to do for an entire season worth of episodes? And particularly when you're just one person at your own doing this, rather than, say, a studio with the funding and the tech to do it behind it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on top of all that, people have been very keen down on the trailer. Apparently, in the anniversary versions, there's going to be the drop dash.
Yeah. I thought, I think I did see that at some point.
That will completely change the way you play the games.
Again, I think that's going to be for the anniversary mode. I think that's what
like I said.
Yeah. I am interested to see how the animated stuff is going to work, because, like you say, particularly it's really 2 and 3 where they start to use like the equivalent of cutscene stuff. So again, it's like stuff that would be in engine, would they replace with 2D animation instead, or would they try and sort of have some of it still in engine and then do like very big pivotal points that are going to be animated?
Not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way, it's like in Sonic 3 and K, it's like you have obviously the reveal of, Eggman's trying to take the Master Emerald, Knuckles tries to stop him, and you have the mirror in the background. So again, maybe that's going to be animated instead of being in engine in comparison.
Yeah.
So again, I would definitely like to see.
And moving on to the thing, which is going to be the most controversial thing about this.
Yeah, I thought we were.
And it's not the price tag of $40. Seriously, why is there a collection of classic games? Remastered games, maybe, but a collection of games from 25 years ago costing $40.
Well, then again, it's like, look at Nintendo. They keep doing that with Mario for many years, haven't they?
Yeah, and all the old games from 2017 still cost $60.
Yeah, oh boy, that's a whole other story.
It's called a Nintendo tax. They can do what the fuck they want with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's not the thing we're going to bitch about.
No, the bitch we're going to bitch about is the fact that this collection of classic games has DLC.
Well, DLC or a deluxe edition, and this is something else they've put
Digital deluxe edition aside, it's just like, I get why you would want to. Like, the digital deluxe edition with Sonic Colors Ultimate also had DLC, which was basically the movie pack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this had the movie Lightning look, which works for modern Sonic. I like that look. It's just,
I know you were very against that. I know that was something back in the time. You were like, I don't like it so much like the Flash, but now you're like, oh, maybe it could work.
Because I appreciate it more, because it gave me time to actually settle with it. Okay, this is what Chaos Energy looks for in the movie. I mean, I'm not so sure the prediction of it actually being Chaos Energy at all. It's just a unique power on its own.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing they did for the film, and they just like, I'll just put it as an extra for one of the games. That's really what it is.
Yeah. You got a pre-order bonus, obviously. You got 100 bonus coins, which is just the stuff you unlock. Sega, if you're listening to this, because I'm pretty sure you aren't ego surfing, if there's going to be MTX in this, I'm going to cut your throat.
Yeah, I mean, there is the thing about the PC port has one of those, like, you have to.
It has the maneuver on it again, but that's. Yeah. I'm not too. I can't remember what that was for, but it affected online play to a point where you couldn't play Mania at all offline.
Oh boy, yeah, that's the stuff.
And they had to get rid of it.
Yeah, and like I said,
we get it, but at the same time, don't fucking do it. It is not worth it. Every time DRM stuff doesn't work within a day, it is not worth it. Yeah. It doesn't stop piracy. It really doesn't. To a point where people, the developers of indie games especially, are saying, pirate our games, just don't give money to freaking scam artists.
Wow.
Okay. 100 bonus coins, mirror mode is unlocked. You can unlock it in game, but hey, let's unlock it for you if you got a pre-order bonus. Which I don't know why you'd do that anyway. And a letterbox background where you had the mega when you're playing the classic versions, because they'll be 4x3, so you have this extra space of like 2 inches on each side.
Yeah, it's basically just a thing to cover it up.
Which that's a pre-order bonus. Why not? Unlockable, 100 bonus coins, whatever. Yeah. It's minimal, absolutely minimal. It's the premium fun pack that pisses me off. 11 additional hard missions, 10 letterbox backgrounds, character animations in the main menu, which should have been there in the first place.
I know, that's very much like, shouldn't that just be in the game regardless?
An island camera control function over the main menu island, so you got a 3D version of an island on the main menu, and you can explore it if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I will say this is the one where I'm just like, wait a minute, why does this have to be locked behind some money? Because that feels like more like, hey, I did this thing just messing around with the game. Why don't we put in the, oh, yeah, sure. And it's like, this is now behind a paywall. What's going on here? And again, it's like, I mean, Crash 1 did it. Like, you could scroll, you could literally, each button, you could look around the island. That was just a silly little feature. It means nothing, but you could do it.
Wait, in the first one or the remaster?
In both the original and the remasters, you could literally.
I never knew that.
You didn't, right? Just saying, this was a feature. Like I said, it was just a little, it means nothing in the game, but it's like, hey, you could, look around the island using either buttons, just as a cool little feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know why that's has to be purchasable. Character animations during the music islands, which I'm guessing is a sound test. And 73 additional music tracks from Sonic Spinball, Chaotix, and 3D Blast.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, something actually pointed out is there's also been the island from Sonic Spinball as well. So it does make me wonder if one of the things in this game unlockable is you can unlock Spinball, or maybe even they haven't announced saying that Sonic and Knuckles, the full game of that, is in this. But I wouldn't be surprised if you finish the remastered version, you can unlock the full game of that. I'm just saying that out loud. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
Why do you want to do that, considering Sonic Spinball just recently released on Nintendo Switch Online Mega Drive Collection?
Yeah, like I said, we have to.
Because I've owned Sonic Spinball 5 times over. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, because we're crazy people.
On top of all that is also the Premium Plus Classic Sound Pack, where you get additional music tracks from other Mega Drive titles. You say, what Mega Drive titles? I'm just guessing it's either Ristar or Flicky.
Yeah.
Which is, I know it's purchasable for $4. But $4 for all that doesn't seem too much, but it's the actual idea of the fact that you have to spend more money for something that's already in the game. It was bad enough when Capcom did it. Now it just seems arbitrary to actually have, here's a standard version and here's a deluxe version.
Yeah, that's
a deluxe version for the full experience. Why the fuck do we have to do that?
Yeah, I mean, when I think someone uploaded, like, there was an image of, like, what each version gives you, and they're like, they put the fear of Jim Sterling.
You need a flowchart. You need a fucking graph to know which is the best version. And the best version of the expensive version doesn't have everything. So what's the goddamn point?
I know. I mean, it's like, literally, this is the thing Jim Sterling has been doing for years. Like, why do we need a flowchart to tell you which version is better, rather than, can I just have the game and have it all in there to unlock? So, yeah, that definitely...
If you want to do this, fine. At best, 2 versions. The base game with a pre-order bonus if you want to. And even then, the pre-order bonus is basically, it's just a few extras you can actually unlock in the game on itself, including, like you said, the 100 coins. That's fine. A pre-order bonus is fine. If it's purchasable later, fine. I don't mind that. But it has to be within the game yourself, rather than just given to you because you are that much of a devoted fan to pre-order the game. I'm okay with that. But it's everything else.
Well, this is the thing. It's like, how many of them will actually end up buying it or whether or not? Because I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm definitely not going to go down that route.
No comment.
Yeah. I mean,
what the fuck? I'm gonna anyway, because I'm the guy who actually spent $3.99 on getting the movie pack on Sonic Colors Ultimate. I purchased that.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing.
I didn't know where to pre-order it. I just bought it outright. Well, I bought it from GameStop. It took me actually a week to get. Well, when did I get it? I can't remember.
Okay.
No, Crash 4 took a while to get to my house.
Right.
Because I don't want the digital deluxe. I don't want a digital version of a game. If it's cheap enough, fine, I'll get it. If the physical version is too expensive to actually try and find.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll deal with that. Like, I recently got the Naruto Ninja Storm quadrilogy. That cost me less than $20 to get all 4 games.
Right.
And the 4th one is the Roto Boruto one, which has all that DLC.
Right. I mean, again, the thing about this, they've announced is that obviously there's going to be no physical release of this yet. Presumably, they're going to wait maybe a year or two and then do the full version of it. Like,
they're gonna do that, aren't they?
Yeah, they will do that at some point. But again, it's like, I don't understand why they did. Because remember, when Menu Plus came out, that was literally a free download to the main game you already got. So that was already there. And even Forces, like a lot of like some of the Sega exclusive stuff, again, that was like, I think it was behind the paywall, and then just decided, okay, just make them free anyway. Like Supersonic wasn't a thing you could unlock in the game, and they just made it a free thing you could just download.
Yeah. But I don't think there's any. I don't think it's not going to be physical at all. I think it's going to be what the Mania thing did, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, so they will do. So again, I don't understand why they're doing this. With the intent is like fused and like they're going to put it all in one game anyway. I mean, of course, money. I mean, put it this way: a lot of people were wondering where was Origins all the time when movie 2 was like becoming the biggest movie on planet Earth right now. And obviously now we got it, but it still makes me wonder. I'd be generally surprised after we recorded this whether or not they are going to backtrack it. Because remember, they have done stuff like this before. Like there was also talk about bringing both NFTs again because they have said they're not doing any yet, but they have put a copyright and claim on it. They have put basic trademark on it, so they can do it if they want to. But it's still people don't like it, and you really don't want to go out there, especially
because it's a bunch of money laundering, especially recently.
Exactly.
Apparently, in cryptocurrency, there's $32 million worth in cryptocurrency that no one can access. It is effectively gone.
Yeah, I thought something like that would happen. I thought some bullshit like that would happen. Yeah. And like I said, it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they backfoot this. I wouldn't be surprised if this flowchart thing, they just say, okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to put it in the game. You get it there from like day
I just had a thought as well.
What?
A year from now, Sonic Origins Plus.
Yeah, yeah, they're going to do Sonic Origins Complete Edition, whatever they're going to call it.
I think Sonic Origins Plus is just like, hey, Knuckles Chaotix, that one game that you really, really wanted, we have not really released since 1996. It is included now. You get it fully remastered thanks to Stealth and Christian Whitehead.
Exactly. Yes.
Why?
Just have to make us wait even longer.
So yeah, just buy it digitally. Get the digital deluxe. If you want a full experience, get the digital deluxe version. Give all your money. Support Sonic. Support Sega. It's just principle at this point. It's just principle.
I know. I mean, put it this way.
Sonic the Hedgehog, and there's only to me just 3 points of interest that would actually buy this game. Just 3 points. One, it's the first time that people can actually play Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 remastered on a home console.
Yeah.
Unless you have the
it's got also the missing levels.
Apart from the program, we actually legitimately had to purchase Sonic 1 and 2, but you could play it on you get the data miner and actually take it over to your computer and actually play it from the app.
Yeah.
That's that. Two is the mission mode. I like the mission mode. I like the
and also they particularly with Sonic 2, they've also got Hidden Palace Zone. Remember, that was put into the mobile port, so that's going to be something people will get to play.
If you know where they freaking go, and yes, it's the one place where everyone hates.
Yeah, get rid
so
of
does that. Two is, like I said, the mission mode. I like being able to actually have a little, objective to do something. But that's why I really like the Chaotix team in Sonic Heroes. It's not just go for the level. It's just one mission while going through the level.
And it's more like literally they want you to explore the entire level landscape instead of just go to point A to point B. That's what the difference with them.
Yeah, and thirdly, which is everyone's main cause of interest, is playing a remastered version of Sonic 3 Knuckles, a game that has not been ported since the release on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network.
Yeah, I was gonna again. I can't remember the last time it was officially out. I mean, put it this way: us two have got a lot. As you said, we've got a lot of Sonic Collection games over the years. We got Mega Collection plus Gems. Then there was the Sega Mega Drive, Genesis Collection, and that sort of
the Ultimate Genesis Collection, Sonic Classic Collection.
Yeah,
I have the physical copies of the original releases.
Yeah, so and that's been like
I have it digitally like 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. So again, they have done we've got a lot of these before, and they have done that. But like you said, 3 Knuckles has definitely been taken away from that collection for a few years. Again, we mentioned this before. It's like part of it is to do with, again, music that Michael Jackson may have put into the game, and there's been the allegations both during the time and afterwards. So that's always been up in the air. And I'm curious with this edition, is like, are they going to have to replace the music for this one? Are they going to, as you say, if it's going to be just a remastered version of the game in this, are they going to have different music like they did for the PC port all those years ago? So again, I'm kind of curious from that endpoint.
I don't know. I mean, we already had Sonic & Knuckles Collection on PC, and that had a completely different soundtrack, which I have never heard before. Here's the thing: I'm aware it has a different soundtrack. I just never heard it before.
Right.
Is that weird? Pretty sure it's weird.
It depends on how you grew up and where you grew up, really, and what you do with gaming. That's how it works.
Well, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing an explosive box art for
it. Okay, then.
And yeah, other than that, we're looking forward to it.
Mm.
It's like I said, it got a bunch of remastered games in widescreen, something that should have been done with the Nintendo Switch versions of the games.
Mm.
Did it?
Mm.
Can't remember. I know it had its unique version of it.
Yeah.
But other than Free and Knuckles in the mission mode, there's nothing much actually trying to sell you on this other than just, hey, we've got a whole new audience from the movies. Let's get them into when it all started.
Exactly, yeah. So the fact that you're going to play what is, as they keep calling it, the defining games of the 2D era, that's what they're trying to sell you with this. And yeah, it's the case of, okay, as a collection, particularly from the previous sets we've had, is this going to be better? We'll just have to wait and see on June, when it comes June time.
Yeah, what is considered the canonical birth date of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Exactly, yeah. As I say, they're actually going to put it out on the day of his birth, just like the orchestra celebration. So yeah, at least I'll say this about the Sonic series is like when it wants to celebrate its birthday, it does it on the day, not 2 weeks before or after, like most people in real life. So yeah, it actually sticks to the day.
Do you think we can actually get into the collection next year and call it Sonic 3D Origins Collection?
Oh, I'm just waiting for that. I'll be curious to see that.
Adventure 1, 2, Heroes and Shadow, please. Yes, yes, I included Shadow as well because it's technically an adventure game.
Yeah, well, put it this way: it's like even if you don't publicize it, you can just make that an unlockable extra. How about that?
And maybe Sonic 06.